Lauren Moses here with WNBA expert Maggie Hendricks of Bally Sports. We'll be bringing you all of the stats, the storylines, and players to watch out for this highly anticipated 2023 WNBA season. This is Bally Sports in the Paint. Maggie, let's take a look at the Dallas Wings. Last season, they went 18-18, lost 2-1 in the first round of the playoffs to the Connecticut Sun, but they made some big changes, starting with their coach and entire coaching staff. They have Latricia Trammell from the Sparks. What do you think that she's going to bring? I feel like she's just a little firecracker.
It was so great when she was hired. The reaction of so many players around the league, including people like Candace Parker, were so excited that she was getting her shot. So I think that says a lot about who she is. The couple times I've talked to her, we both talked to her in Dallas, like she just has so much energy and is so excited about this. So I think that's an exciting thing to see in Dallas, see that kind of energy, because we know the crowd brings it. We know the players bring it. So like the coach should match that.
1,000%. And they also bring in Natasha Howard, a 3-time WNBA champion, as well as Diamond DeShields, a 1-time WNBA champion. You talk about experience and just putting a team together, a Dallas team that needs some wins in the playoffs, man. They haven't been able to really get the job done, but these two players bring so much knowledge of the game and of the league that I think can really help them this year.
Yeah, Natasha Howard in particular has been, she played for the Storm, she played for the Liberty, she won a championship with the Lynx. So like she has been with some teams that really are just quality programs. So she's learned a lot of things that she can share. And that's one of the main reasons they brought her in, was her leadership. Natasha's not loud. Natasha's not going to be out there the one that's like the loud person in the locker room, but she's still going to be able to show them the way of winning and how you get better. And whereas Diamond will be that loud person. And that's, that'll be great too. You need to have all of that.
Yeah, you get the best of both worlds. But I think that is going to be important because they had multiple first round draft selections. Not to say that all of them will be a part. We know that one and Abby Myers was already waived, who was coming from University of Maryland. But they also have Maddie Segrist, Stephanie Suarez, who I believe is dealing with an injury.
Yeah, Stephanie Suarez won't play this year.
And then Lou Lopez-Sinichow, who is also battling with an injury as well. But when you think about those players and what they have experienced in college at the highest level, what does a Dallas team that needs to be winning in the postseason, what do they really look for in a draft like this?
I mean, it seems like they were looking for shooters. When you look at all those players that they drafted, it was shooter after shooter after shooter. And so I'm guessing that we're going to see a pretty high-paced offense, that we're going to see them really just trying to get that ball off from the perimeter, from the paint, all of that sort of thing, and then look to players like Natasha Howard and Diamond DeShields on the defensive end.
Yeah, and then can't forget about their most important player, Enrique Ogunbowale. As we have heard so many times this offseason, she is the face of this franchise, folks.
We've been told that many times.
Coach LT has talked about the conversations that she's had and telling her that this is your team. She respects her. She respects her perspective. And on the court, she's averaged last season, she averaged almost 20 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, and 3.6 assists per game, and is a 2-time WNBA All-Star. What more do you ask for from Enrique?
Well, what you ask for is this. And that's one of the things that LT has said she's going to be pushing her on, is she wants to see her assist numbers go up. So, and what Enrique said was, I think that's going to happen naturally because of the shooters I have around me. So, we're going to get to see, is she going to move the ball around more? Is that what the offense is going to call for? Are we going to, because one thing Enrique is known for is she'll get out a fast break and then hit that three. And it's a great thing, but she doesn't always hit it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where LT is going to be looking for a little bit more discernment from her, when to shoot and when to pass. And it'll be interesting to see how that all goes down.
Yeah, along with the ball screens, right? That's one of the storylines that I'm really looking forward to, because we've seen Natasha Howard be so good in that 2-man game when she was up in New York. And I think that her size, her ability to get off screens quick, as well as talk about assists, as well as Enrique's passing ability. It's not like she's a bad passer. She can pass the ball. And I think that will be a weapon that they can use in their offense this season, especially in transition. Another storyline for you for this Wings team?
Well, I think is how is the defense, how are they all going to buy into and be able to execute LT's very defensive focused style play, and
Mhm.
making sure that defense feeds into offense and not the other way around, because we know that the best teams, that's how we see defense first and then the offense comes from it. So when you have that many shooters, the offense is coming, you're going to be fine. But it's how it can't just be the Natasha Howard show and Tierra McCowan show, right? It needs to be a bunch of other players that can help on defense. So I think that's going to be a really exciting thing to see, and see some growth in some players.
Yeah, I think the foundation is set with this Dallas Wings team. But make sure you all tune in Bally Sports. Make sure you're watching this Wings team. They're trying to make a run in the playoffs this year. Be sure to watch the Dallas Wings on Bally Sports app and all of our platforms, as well as staying tuned to our storylines this season.